Indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Another opportunity for us to consider how we shouldn't let ourselves think we're supposed to feel only one thing. Last night, I was laying awake a little bit again. And this came up as like the centering theme of I want to feel a certain way, and I don't always. And I feel that feeling of supposed, right? Oh, I'm supposed to feel like this is in and of itself causing me a lot more suffering than the thing could cause me in and of itself, right? Thinking about the whole point Sam made yesterday of the more humble and nomadic lifestyle. Love is true. It is Wednesday as well. Weedy Wednesday. We have Bud shared by the joint down there. We have Tway, Way the second, right here. And we can make some dance. It's time to make some dance. I am feeling tired as well. As we're talking about all of these supposed to's, I am feeling pretty tired. Kind of like being on slow motion. Does that make sense? Kind of like I'm in slow motion. Maybe I can listen to some music that won't be that fast. I can just move with a flowing. How's that for a scene? Dynamic? I hope so. I want to listen to one of my favorite artists. That is bright. Yeah, I think you're just barely in the sunlight. That should be better. Let's make better. Yeah. I'm gonna be there in a second. I promise. I'll just listen to the first track
Take it to time.
Good morning, Jovan. And there's Sam. My skin has stopped doing that twilight sparkling thing. Perfect. That's also why I'm dancing there instead of there. You see how it was like. Yeah. It is brightness out here. Woo! I am out of breath. It should be a few seconds before the next drop. I'm gonna skip in though. Alright, I found a track. I'm back in a second. There's some waters. here. I am back at maybe. Maybe we'll take a second. You can sit down with me. It is strain review day. You know what? Might be easier to bring it closer to me. This particular case. This was shared by the joint. I don't have a little bottle here with me, but Monique is the one that took it out and wrote a little label down. It's called Jelly Bean. And it is very nice. Very, very true to its namesake. A jelly bean flavored kind of strain. It is very strong though, and I do feel very heavy. This is a nice break. It's like I'm eating a candy bar. But a candy bar that would be pink and chewy, not chocolate. If that makes any sense. Second cycle. Second cycle is just like fruit. Like a fruit salad that got vaporized. Especially like that passion fruity and almost like papaya flavors as well. So delicious. Now we go back to dancing. Getting in the vibe.
I keep stopping and thinking and dreaming of you, and I fear that the strangers are noticing too. Cause I try as I might to just walk through the crowd, but the thoughts in my mind are distracting me loud. Gonna make a move. Like gonna make a move.
Oh, my heart is beating for you, friend. It's always a weird moment when a classic like this, where my childhood gets sampled. I can never tell if I feel old or plugged in. You can tell if you're feeling though. Alright, so maybe that's all that's really important. So allow yourself that feeling. That is today's stream topic.
dance floor, dance floor, dance floor, dance floor, dance floor, dance
Mercy. Ask mercy. Holding on for my life here. I'm getting applauded by the donkeys and doggos. It's hot in here. But look, it is Weedy Wednesday. No, I should do it like this, right? Not in the sunlight. Some jelly bean for melt. Yay! All right. You see, I'm cooking here. I think it might actually be cooler out here than in there because there's at least a cross breeze, but it might mess with the audio a bit. If it does, please do forgive me. think I might have drank too much water. I feel very heavy and liquid right now. The fact that I'm sitting down makes the heaviness okay. But being a liquid is a different experience. I think it might be poor sleep. That would explain a lot. I'm I'm presenting today's stream topic with the perspective, with the intention to consciously evolve and considering that we're not supposed to feel just one way, right? And then sometimes I find myself questioning why I'm feeling one way or another, and then saying that I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to feel this, that, and the other. I'm supposed to feel this instead. Who says? Who said that? Who said that? Who told you you're supposed? Yeah, this might be the perspective. Oh, it's a little gecko. I would eat you, sir. I still see him. He's like underneath me. He went underneath the mat. I think I'm gonna have to scare him away. I'm gonna get up first, go and get some more things, and before we properly sit down, we're gonna make sure Mr. Gecko is not gonna get squashy. There you be. You can chillax. That's already a better spot for you. Let's just... He's still running around. Hello. I'm not hurting. I'm gonna put this thing down now, okay? Putting this thing down now. It's like completely done. Man, I feel so giant right now. That little gecko staring at me, staring at it, lifting this entire piece of environment, right? The equivalent of like an entity breaking your house apart and you seeing it hold the roof. It looking at you and then waving at you. Hello, person. I hope that gecko gets to tell cool stories now. So darkly colored as well. I've never seen one like that. I hope you could see it for a moment. My comments are non-existent. There we go. I can open them here. We have Rahul Singh. Or is it Rahul Singh? It's nice having you here. However, I'm supposed to say your name, dear friend.
Can you please play mandala? Play mandala? The closest I can get to playing a mandala for you is by showing you one of my artworks in its moving form. You talking about that? Yes, mandalaception. I am mandalaceptioning. Okay. I feel like the Middle Ages are closing in like a vice grip show. I am always right now old. Right, and that's the thing about being a person as well. Is I don't feel weak. I just feel heavy. You know? I feel just as capable of carrying myself. It's just like it's harder to. Which makes the act of doing it feel even more rewarding in some ways as well. These little nugs. Looking so spectacular. Thank you, DeJoin. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Monique, Nikki, and Nate, and Prince, and Moses, and Michael. To the people that made this possible. I'm going to have some. I think perspective is a useful thing. I also think too much of it can play you off to other points of view, which is a bad thing. Can close you off to other points of view. Too much perspective can close you off to... Isn't that ironic? Isn't that ironic? I find it ironic. You know, in the way that I'm articulating that in my mind is that you might be well traveled and you might have experienced a bunch of different ways of being, ways of living, and have in this process gained a lot of wisdom, spiritual knowledge, if you want to use that term. And then you can see someone maybe in one stage of the stages that you've been through, struggling potentially, and it closes you off to the perspective that they have and the uniqueness that is their struggle in that potentially. It might also close you off in a way where someone might be your elder, might be your peer, and they might not know how to do the things that you know how to do, and you know, might also close you off to a perspective because of your perspective. Sam, I'm not sure what you mean. That's the way that I interpret it. Maybe Sam can share hers as well. I'm great, LA. The chiropractor just got my spine to make the noise of crumple like plastic bottle. And I feel like a new person. Bless her. Bless her so. That is so nice to hear. Yeah, I'm happy to hear that. I love that, Joe. Right? Not sure what you mean. I think of it like mountains of knowledge in front of you that grow higher. Of everything you learn, those mountain peaks form your perspective, and when you move, and when you know more, you can see less around you. Yeah, I like your analogy way better than mine. Yours is beautiful, Sam. My mountains. Maybe I should just chillax. Maybe I should just chillax hard mode. I haven't actually even started vaping this jelly bean and I'm already chillaxing. Yeah. My intention is to deeply appreciate the work that was done. The work in genetics, the work in seeds being grown, the work in clones being made, for plants to be planted and taken care of, nurtured, harvested at the correct time, dried, manicured and perfected, stored at the right humidity, and then shipped, transported so that I may have it right here in this moment. Love is true. Fit is here with us. Bless you, bro. Or Brodette. It's nice having you here, friend. Sam, I think I get it. Here's to melting our mountains. I can melt some mountains. Click. Hope everyone's good. Melt's hair is on point today. Thank you. I like that. It's nice of you to say, friend. Right. I feel like this is an opportunity to reel it back into today's stream topic of this whole supposed to feel. Right? So when someone compliments you, you're supposed to feel good. But not everybody does. And I feel I am somewhere in the middle, where sometimes I feel good, sometimes I don't know how to feel. Right? How am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to respond as a feeling? If you know what I mean. You know, and I feel in today's you liking the hair, the feeling I had at first was, thank goodness he didn't comment about how blazed my eyes look. You know, like I have the safety squints on. So good. Makes hair more distracting. Yeah, distract more hair. Just be more angry. Yeah. Maximum tease. Haha, stupid hair. Haha, stupid hair. Haha. Not touching it. I'm sorry, okay. I'm losing 4. Okay. Like I had to read the rest of that sentence before I read the rest of that sentence. I'm losing 4 of my 10 kindergartners at soccer tonight because of religious education right before our first match. Don't they know Jesus saves? Yeah, you know. But from their parents' perspective, their first soccer match isn't as important as indoctrinating their children from a young age before they have the cognitive reasoning abilities to distinguish, you know, bullshit from not bullshit, fiction from reality. I'm really laying it on thick. I just had this whole thing this last week, weirdly enough, where it came up over and over and over again. How sinister is the exact feeling I had in my heart. It is to teach kids of a very young age these things, right? To like indoctrinate them. It's literal indoctrination. It is surreal. And now you're losing, you know, soccer players. Little mini soccer players because of that as well, bro. Be damned if they learn how to participate as a team, you know, as a cohesive whole. Indoctrination. Kindergarten Wednesday night church isn't anything more than coloring, snack time, free play time, 5 minutes of storytelling. Compliments make me feel this way. Let me just close that previous one off. Yeah. It's like the what did you call it exactly? Wednesday night church. Kindergarten. Wednesday night church. We had that at at our Sundays as well, where there was like one space where the kids went churching, and then there was one space where the adults went churching. And it was unfortunately not just that. We had like a Bible study, then a story, then some sort of exercise on paper, then singing, hallelujah, and everything. And then there was usually tea or coffee. And I'm trying to think if there were biscuits. Were there biscuits? Maybe they were rusks. I can't remember. But the snack time wasn't a big, key feature in my mind. It was more just like the waiting for it to be over. Skip Bop! Hello, bro! It's nice having you, man. Sending you blessings. Gavity Goops. How Skip Bop are you, bro? Are you feeling pretty Skip Bop right now? I'm feeling Ski Woo. A little bit Ski Woo. Think I might be called to do a little bit of a mini fast again or something. Compliments make me feel this way in order every time. Are you making fun of me? Oh wow, no one compliments me. Thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart. Oh man, I made it weird. You are a beautiful person, Dr. And an amazing dad. And those are two compliments that I'm pretty sure I've given you many times. So, in that way, I wanted to say that I relate to your experience, but I couldn't relate to the nobody compliments me. You deserve to be complimented more, bro. You are loved. I mostly dislike receiving compliments, but sometimes a dude's hair just pops. I always have weedy pink eye, so I never notice it in others. Nice. Bless, bro. That's so nice. So Jesus ain't the problem. It's the do one thing and say another assholes who profane his name by attaching it to their selfish human bullshit. Yeah, I mean, like there's very few instances. Like I've never seen an instance of it not being abused. Right, so it's like a matter of like guns, like semi-automatic rifles. Like maybe we shouldn't, be teaching our kids about these things because it keeps getting used to hurt people. That kind of vibes. Like religion is a weapon, I believe, of the mind. Hot take. I'm sure I'm the first one who ever said that. But it is, at least in my personal experience, something that was used to try and control me. And it's something that I can so clearly see controls others. And I can barely manage, having to control myself. Having someone else try and like put its hand up and puppet me, it's not exactly my vibe. I can't stand for that. Oh, you fantastic of all humans, you. You're a rad motherfucker. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, thank you, Jovan. That's a compliment to you, Doctor. More compliments. Fantabulastical, bro. Have you, bro? That one you can say. No one has ever complimented me like that. To be fantabulastical. Jesus is a lot quicker to type. The word is so true. Compliments. I swat those things back to you so fast. The whole mirror. Put that mirror down. What is weedy pink eyes? When you get red eyes. I don't get red eyes anymore from smoking bud. But you can get red eyes, and super scrawny. It's when your eyes go pink from being high, like a side effect of vaping. Yeah, it's true. Fortunately, that only happened to me when I just started smoking weed. And weirdly enough, it is this, and my mind now, looking back on it, it's another supposed to kind of thing. Because when I was smoking weed and I wasn't open about it to myself and to the world and to my family, I would get red eyes. And then de facto, the world would know that I had smoked weed because of my appearance. And then when I, eventually came out, made it clear that this is something that I do for my own well-being, I stopped getting red eyes. It's probably more around, tolerance and my body adjusting and becoming used to this compound, and maybe down regulating, because it upregulates the amount of blood flow to your brain, I believe, and as a result, the amount of blood flow to your eyes as well, which is why it helps with glaucoma and stuff like that. So it is medicinal in that way. But yeah, the red eye is not bad for you. It's just, a little bit more blood flow. You are all too kind. You are all so loved. This is putting my mind in that Flight of the Conchords scene where Jermaine sings, Brett, you got it going on. I do not know the fractal you speak of, but I do appreciate you sharing it. There can be one more heat applied to this vape, this Dynavap of me, and then I'm going to probably enter the information into the website. Pleasant, delightful, absolutely succulent, so voluptuous, so decadent, so delectable, so delicious, so dazzling. I'm not in a mood. I feel at ease, like almost too at ease. You know, that healthy amount of anxiety. At least I think it's a healthy amount of anxiety that prompts you to say something when you're in a space and it gets quiet. I feel like that part of me has been a little bit suppressed. What a world we live in. Yesterday we had a few conversations about the future. What are we supposed to feel when we think about our future? And again, a few conversations ago, we had Sensei in stream, and he mentioned that he tries to reduce the amount of excitement he has. And some people believe there should be excitement for the future. And to be honest, when I find myself the most uplifted and happy and light and ambitious, inspired in this moment, is when I have hope, when I do have this, idea that the future is going to be a beautiful one. when I'm excited for it. But we get stuck in thinking that's how we're supposed to feel. That's how I'm supposed to feel. And then as soon as you formulate that idea, you start suffering. Because now suddenly you're not just feeling something, you're feeling that you're not supposed to be feeling what you're feeling, which is a lot more steps involved in just feeling something. Allowing yourself to feel what is in this moment allows you to feel what comes next, ultimately. All right. Wait, what? What? What are you going to smuggle me in the suitcase, right? Hey. Let me see. Hello, lovelies. Hey, Zano. Zano's here too. Bless you, friend. LA, me and my sister were just yesterday talking about Flight of the Conchords. I love loving it. You should show me. I'm about to paint a 50 by 50 for my living room. 50 inches by 50 inches. Let me see that in centimeters. Like a meter by a meter. Big piece. Nice. Are you gonna paint one of your little scenes? I mean, it's probably gonna be one of your big scenes. Are you? What are you going to be painting? Maybe a butterfly? I would love to know. I share in Discord what I'm working on. I'll check now. I'll share what I'm working on, Zano. I bet yours is nicer. Okay, so Jovan says, yo, I've got future excitement. I'm doing a thing. I'm spilling beans. I got my tickets to fly to South Africa. Jovan is coming to South Africa. I am so excited. Like, I've been feeling things that I could never hope to supposed to feel in excitement. All right. And realizing that I cannot expect, you can only allow. I am super excited for that future as well. You are going to smuggle me in the suitcase, right? How much weight do I have to lose? What? I'm going to the Bloom Festival in like 22 days. So if you want to pack yourself or your lovins in the luggage, that's an option. True. You can send packages to Jovan right now. Isn't that going to be something? I don't know if working at the Bloom Festival is a guarantee. And in a way, if I'm not working at the Bloom Festival, it might even be more enjoyable. So, whatever happens, it's going to be beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited for this. Yay, Joe. Joe is going to be here, right here, and she's going to have conversations with us. I'm probably just going to have a conversation with her. You know, I know that when we open the space up to have a conversation with someone, I almost get a little bit lost. I sometimes feel like I can either do one or the other. Maybe we'll learn together. I'm so excited. Jinx Quack started practicing your cartoon, your contortionist skills. Nice. You did make the getting in luggage joke at the same time. Well, great. Now America's going to lose an amazing human when Jovan moves permanently. Jovan is just going to come and get the good news on this side. You know, she's going to come and check out and be like, wait a second. South Africa seems fine. Where are the lions? And then I'll drive her somewhere where there's lions. I know of a place. We're like, look, lions in a nice cage. Yes. You boom on that side of the gauge, and then you get in a car again, and there's roads. They're not always nice, but they're mostly fine. They're mostly fine. You can go places. And then she's gonna, get 3 of you friends to come with her next time. And then before we know it, more of you friends will move to South Africa while still earning dollars, right? That is the hope I have for you, and that is the way that I see it, right? Like, this is very much a matter of, if you can figure out a way to continue earning dollars in America and potentially do so remotely. Moving to South Africa using the amount of dollars you earn would be insane for your standard of living. And that is like my own mind's way of, like, I don't know, I guess trying to help. But it's very naive at the same time as well, because it's not that easy, right? Jovan has a family. She has a sister she loves, brother that she loves, mom and dad that she loves, that she sees all the time. She has animals that live in her house, right? It's more a matter of realizing that there are other places where we would be welcomed and loved. Yeah. Yeah, and in that same way, I look forward to visiting you friends in America as well. Starting a business, boom, that's great. That's so good. That's already such a good step in the right direction. So it is happening. Shoot, another couple of weeks, and I could have had hot sauce ready. There's maybe a chance, but if so, it's a small one. Don't you have any hot sauce left? I'm guessing no. No, Mel. You think I'd be saying, oh, if I had hot sauce? You're right. You're right, Dr. You should find a way to paint faces. Dude. Like, I was gonna surprise Jovan with like a whole little, thing of maybe paints and stuff. But that is something that I think she would love to do, because people would literally, Jovan, people would sit in line to have their faces painted. They will. Absolutely. You would be the freaking talk of the town. I mean, it wouldn't be that extreme, but people would love you for it, kind of vibes. Like, it would be visceral joy that you would bring into people's lives. Because the last time most people have had their faces painted like that is when they were children. So in that environment, it is beautiful for that. And you could just paint like little flowers, because it is going to be bloom, so you don't have to, if you don't want to add too much. You could pay for all of your entertainment with some trippy face designs. This is true. You can and the festival is going to be $50. And you could charge like $5 to $10 for a face paint, and then boom, between 10 and 5 people, your whole festival is paid for. That would be pretty cool. Might just be doing it for funsies, who knows? I think you would want to do it for funsies with your loving heart. I'm going to send a list of all of the ways I want her to push Mel's buttons in person. Thank you, bro. She would have, like, you're making me think of this conversation I had last weekend at the mini conclave party. Last weekend at the mini conclave party. Dominique, one of my friends, left his drape. his clothing, on a stool. And then he called me up and he's like, "Are you still at the party?" I'm like, "Yup." And he goes, "Can you go and check this chair for me? I left my drape." It's not a jacket. It's very thick material, has like a hood, almost like a poncho, but it has like open sides, so it doesn't poncho completely over your arm. I don't know. I think it looks like it drapes over you. And then I go and get it for him, and I put it in the car, and I have this whole feeling of like having tabs open in reality. Knowing people and having friends is like having tabs open in reality, and in that way, Jovan would be a tab open in my reality, and she has this ability to, poke me. Hey, listen. Hey, Innocent. South Africa looks nice. Where's the lions? And then I take her to that. Love is true. I'm going to St. Louis. I can't make it this time, but I'll come with you next time, Joe. Love is true. That would be so cool. Love is Anna. Melt says, trigger word. Joe puts on the reader glasses and pulls out duck script. South Africa looks nice. Where's the lions? And then I take her to lions. Yeah. If not, why not? Joe, what would be most satisfied? That would be the most satisfying moment. The old school grinning meme. Have nothing on me. I already have my face paint back. It's good stuff. Of course you do, Chauvin. Love is true. My income wouldn't be very far because I need the client L to afford my high wages. They probably aren't many gardeners getting paid what I do in South Africa. This is true. This is true. But um, within the next 6 years, robotics will become a really big thing in South Africa. So if you can go like hard mode grind and you can save every penny that you earn, you know, live at bare minimum. And this is again me being like, yo, do this and there could be great success. But it's like, it's kind of the things that I tell myself, like, oh yo, Mel, how about you start streaming every single day and then great success. Oh, okay. Let's see if this pans out, kind of vibes. It probably will pan out, but next 6 years, work as much as you can, earn as much as you can, save as much as you can, have like a lump sum in your bank account that keeps growing, and then by the year 2030, buy yourself humanoid robots, and then just serve your community with them. Boom. Instantly you become of extreme value. And then you can do that South Africa League. You can be like, oh wait, I spent the last 6 years grinding hard mode, duck dad mode, you know. Melanie turns 11, right? Or something. So she's old enough to start making decisions for herself. You have a lump sum in your bank account. Your wife has a lump sum in her bank account. I think your wife can work online, right? I don't know what your wife does, but maybe she has the skills to do something online. And then you move to South Africa after asking Melanie and the wife if they would, you know, consider an adventure like that. And then you buy a bunch of humanoid robots, and then you again do exactly what you're doing where you are right now, but as a director of humanoids instead of as your physical flesh and self. And that is a unironically realistic, you know, fractal for the worlds we're living in right now. It could be a crazy adventure in the future, you know. An experience that is unheard of, you know. Like, we are going to be living the future. We have seen stories try to be told over and over. There's a fascination deep in the human psyche about the future, and especially this techno future that we've been dawning upon and very much are in right now. It's a cool time to be alive, and you're not supposed to feel one way about it. You're supposed to feel it. That is definitely the supposed to that there is. My income. Yeah, it's true again. Wait, Joe, is it possible to pack for a trip the night before? Totally dark. I'm certain I'll be adding and removing stuff until I get into the car. Nice. You could. It would be totally incredible to see a festival with people walking around having a great time with your art on their faces. If only I had a skill like that to share. That is the first thing that I thought as well. That is like, yeah, jeez, I don't have that skill. But you could learn that skill. You know, Jovan didn't just wake up one day and suddenly she was an artist. Jovan spent a lot of time and effort pouring her heart and soul out to learn how to do stuff like that. So, hurrah and huzzah! And you could too, duck that, you know, if you wanted to, bro. Maybe you can buy some face paint and you and Melanie can have like a once a week face paint off. She paints your face, you paint her face, and boom. You know, slowly but surely, you will get better at it. Before she's 11 years old, you're gonna be, you know, equipped with a skill that you can then technically monetize if you wanted to. Or just give the gift of giving, if you will, as well, right? Certain I'm adding, removing. You'd play an acoustic music and add the raddest vibes to a fire camp, dog. Duh. How about those sick beats you do when you find the free time, dog? Don't sell yourself short. Yeah. This is the real question. Would Joe be able to bring back a small container of soil and a small stone for me without getting in trouble with customs? I can. I think a stone should be fine. Soil might be a little bit precarious, but I think if I give her a little vial, it should be fine. You want some of my microbes? You want some of my microbes, bro? You want some of my microbes? You want to put some of my microbes in your soils? I would be willing to give you some. That would be super cool, actually. It's my autism, Joe. I only think of the tangible things you could hold in your hand, or I guess in your case, wear on your face. You're right. I'm all about the after party. Yeah. I posted all my stuff in Creative Space. Let me check it out, Zana. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. This is super cool. My freaking Discord is spazzing out again. As you do. Let's try closing it. Yeah, that's better. Nice. Look at that. Zana was painting them butterflies and rocks. I love that, Zana. I would not flinch for a second at having one of those in my space. They are super pretty. My mind is like, which one is my favorite? We shouldn't have favorites, Mel. The yellow one of the eyes is so intricate. Like all of them are so intricate, but the deep orange and reds makes me happy too. That blue one of a friend. These are super cool. And you're doing this one as a 50 by 50 inch. Is a person in flames drinking something. A broken egg on a pillow. A demon-esque creature pointing him in a direction, his eyes gazing towards it, and then someone, a hooded figure, hooded over his head and hooded over his feet. Looks like he's curling a cloth around the one person's head while wearing a crown at the same time as well. How am I supposed to interpret this image? That demon came out of the egg. That egg is the desire that broke. I'm so confused. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that is the point. I wouldn't be surprised if that is literally the point. Is that the point, Zano? I feel like if it was just this part, I would make a lot more sense of it. But this part is the part that messes with me the most. Why does he look like that? Is he is he subservient to this guy? Is he trying to help him by like dabbing the sweat off of his forehead? Or is he gonna choke him out by using that as like a murder weapon? Oh, that is maybe what's happening. This guy was in a position of power and then started drinking because he was bored. And then demons was like distracting him because his nut got cracked. And then this guy that wants the power put his crown on his head while disguising himself, you know, and hiding his footprints. He's gonna choke him out right now. Is that the right interpretation, Zano? Do let me know. Art either makes you see things or it makes you feel things, right? This is the way. Dog, when it comes to a harmless little pebble, better to ask for forgiveness. I say, I'll try. I think it should be fine. I've never been stopped for. I brought some pebbles back from China as well, and I wasn't stopped. Dude, if I was 25, I would scrape up enough money and come live in a tent in South Africa just to take the risk of something different. Now I'm a dad and a husband. Unfortunately, and fortunately, I grew. I know, bro, but like your growing is not done, and you can grow into that becoming a possibility again. You know. I think you know. I'll post it. Love is true. The pebble is fine. I brought a stone back from each of the countries I traveled in Europe. But sometimes soil turns into an iffy subject. But I've always found it cool. The people have jars of it, soil from where they've been. The butterfly's crazy. The monarch migration is just starting to trickle past us. I've only seen 2, but they like my zinnias. Oh, nice, the flowers he planted. I always have my sister bring me rocks from places she visits, Duck. So you asking for one hits a soft spot in my cardiac muscle. That is so nice. Yeah, I have like a whole collection of rocks that I collected for you friends as well on the farm. So I'll let Jovan see if she wants to pick one of those, but maybe we'll go for a walk and she can pick one there as well. The yellow one is the best for sure. It is so nice. Love is true. It's VR. It's very, very biblical. It's the king and power blinding you and the devil tempting you and you just enjoying libation. So I did kind of get it. And I guess that guy was gonna kill the king because he was enjoying his libations too much. My brother is a categorized. My wife has panic. My brother ain't categorized. My wife has panic attack inversions to the thought of moving to a different city or changing the brand of toilet paper for that matter. Yeah, because again, the idea of moving to a different city or changing the brand of toilet paper is going to drastically influence finances potentially, right? And in that way, it can be cardiac arresting experience. But if you can justify the fact that you can, you know, sell the house that you have as a mortgage right now or whatever, I know. Oh, just sell my house, Mel. Why not? right? And then you take that money that you can potentially extract from that, if there's any wealth to be extracted, and you can literally buy a house outright, just yours, done. And then your cost of living is like 4x cheaper from that moment on forward, right? Then suddenly the things that give you heart attacks are more like, oh, this is making my heart feel more at ease. Oh wow, we can own a home? That's great. Like it's still kind of like a wild fractal where even though you might be able to own a home in our world, I can't own a home in my world, right? Which I don't. It's like yeah, grand a month to own a home, which is $1,500. Like that's when you can start thinking about home ownership. But that's literally, if you have a very easy life, if you have no kids, like you have no other, dependents, you can maybe afford a house at like $1,500 a month, which is still insane, right? Like thinking about that from your American perspective, what, Mel? I can be a homeowner if I earn 1.5 grand a month. Yes, you could. But earning 1.5 grand a month in South Africa is hard. Like engineers and doctors earn that kind of money. It's a little bit hard to convince people, to pay you that much if you're not in the industry. Melt, I absolutely love the face paint party idea of Milani. Like, I really love it. Not because I want to learn, but just from a bonding aspect. It's right up her jam. There you go, bro. You are so welcome. Please do use that idea because it would be super special. And you can use it and you can like remind us of that idea so that if I ever have kids of my own, I can remember to employ that idea as well. Learn for myself how to face paint, with my little ones. Maybe show them that creative aspect of themselves too. Probably get my face painted light, and then still show up the stream looking like that. Being like, yeah, this is my face painted. Harris is talking about a small business tax break to the tune of 50K, Doc. How about that? Bless her. Bless her. Bless her soul. Bless the small businesses too. Well, Sam, there are some things I would probably have to do to be legible, if you know what I mean. But yay, I mean, 50K tax break is something you could do, right? You can do the things if you could do the things. So I totally didn't even realize I'm wearing my native butterfly shirt. Zana totally synchronized. Bless. My friends, I'm pulled away at work and must. I'm pulled away and must work. Love you all super big and see you tomorrow. We love you, Joe. Do reach out to Joe directly if you have anything you would like to send me. Please, it would be nice, right? It would be a thing of like you wouldn't have to pay international shipping necessarily because it is a little bit absurd. Like you might be like, oh, I got this scarf at this small little folks town for $5. I want to give this to Mel. And then you go through the process of finding out what shipping costs, and then it's like a $5 scarf and $115 in shipping. And then you're like, yeah, no, Mel, I love you, bro, but I don't love you that much. So now you can be like $5 scarf and $5 shipping. Like I love Mel, like at least $5 shipping a month. Do hit Giovanna, please do, friends. If you're still alive, hi everyone. About to head back home. Love you, Nancy. Thank you for joining us in this moment. I'm going to go and get my cards. We're just about done. I still haven't actually reviewed this train on the website. We're pulling from the Sacred Geometry deck. Red? Nice. We are pulling from a bright deck today. We haven't had a prediction in a long time. Some of those butterflies are absolutely gorgeous. And even gorgeouser on the rocks, right? So nice. It does have red lines, but this is almost like a brown. I know it kind of like registers as orange, but it's very brown-esque, at least in my eyes. The cube, the hexahedron. One more time. Ignore my dirty nails. All right. 21. Substance, order, and stability. Substance, order, and stability. Okay. The hexahedron, or cube, with its 6 equal square faces, is one of the 5 three-dimensional shapes commonly called the Plutonic solids. The cube is associated with the masculine side of our natures and the element of earth. It is a symbol of matter, security, solidarity, fairness, order, and stability. Choosing this card finds you seeking affirmation that the venture you are embarking upon or the project you are designing is in your best interest. Do you feel secure that your plans are in good order? Does the essence of your project have substance and stability? Do you feel there is fairness in the situation? If so, this card affirms your intention to move forward and indicates stability and good fortune. Occasionally, it takes stepping out of the box in order to see the situation more clearly. Take a break, go for a swim, walk in the park, or head for the gym. I danced and then sat down with a few friends. Had a little bit of jelly bean as well. Thank you to Join for sharing it with me. Take a break, go for a swim, walk in the park, or head for the gym. Set aside your objective long enough to gain a fresh perspective. Now, look again at the substance of your inquiry with a refreshed attitude and realize the order in your manifestation. But my 11-year-old would have to leave her friends. I could never ask that. Yeah, that's true. Guess you better come soon, bro. You know, before she makes any good friends. I'm joking, bro. I'm just joking. I'm just pulling your leg. Oh, I'm just pulling your leg. What was I about to do? My mind feels so scatterbrained, you know. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm going to review the strain. Tell me why. I shouldn't continue singing. They're gonna be like, bro, nice singing you got there. No, give us your video. It is a dance day, so I might as well actually. I enter my member number. I am a sharing member. This is Jelly Bean. I have the brand number. Bud structure is great. They're like little Christmas trees. No, a Christmas tree isn't nearly as dense as these are. They taste amazing. Exceptional flavor. Stunning visual appearance. Exceptionally dense. Yeah, and good dry cone coverage. And there was a few traces of removed seeds, but it has no impact on quality whatsoever. Literally just those like outer edges with it can be rubbed off. I think this might be one of the highest rated strains still. It's very nice. You know, I'm gonna review it. Candy flavors alongside fruit punch flavors, specifically papaya and passion fruit that is being cooked. Nice! Dunzo Bobanzo. I have met my expectations. I have read my card, and I can say my goodbyes. I hope you friends have a beautiful day, one filled with splendor and joy, one filled with kindness and consideration, one filled with all of the feelings you're supposed to feel. And specifically, the openness to feel all of those feelings. One where you do not find yourself wanting to feel something other than what you're feeling right now. I appreciate you, friends, for feeling in this moment with me. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. You are loved. Until tomorrow. Cheers.